Hello, I am Maria and I've come to introduce you to the geodestination of Ria and Terras de Pontevedra, where there are a series of impressive places and resorts that you shouldn't miss out on. So here we go. The first place is Rio Barossa. We find ourselves in an idyllic setting full of mills, impressive rock formations where nature explodes and the force of the water floods everything. The mills stand downstream. Their situation is very curious since they are built on a fairly steep slope. There are a total of 17 mills that are divided between those above and those below. A path leads us between them. It is a short but intense road along the shores of the river. It has a waterfall where the Barossa River jumps almost 16 meters in a very short distance. Combarro. Combarro is a fishing village close to the capital of the province, Pontevedra. The main activity of the village was fishing, which was the engine of the local economy along with agricultural activities. It is characterized by three fundamental elements: the granaries, the creases, and the seafaring houses. The existence of granaries denote a great coexistence of agricultural and livestock life with fishing activities in ancient times. Its more than 30 granaries stand out, most of them located by the sea. It has been declared a site of cultural interest, as a historic site. Parque Arqueológico de Campo Lameiro. It's an outdoor rock art set. It covers an area of 21.8 hectares and contains nearly 100 rock with engravings and petroglyphs of great historical and archaeological value. They are important concentration in quality and quantity of rock engravings, not only from Iberian Peninsula but also from Europe, and it has been declared a historic artist monument since 1974. Santuario da Virgen da Peregrina. The Sanctuary of the Pilgrims was built in 1778 in the historic center of Pontevedra, in the Plaza de la Pellegrina. It was declared a historic artistic monument in 1982. It is one of the most symbolic and relevant buildings in the city and is declared to the Virgin, who guided pilgrims from Bayona to Santiago. Cruzeiro de Oio. It is located in the square of the Church of San Andrés in Io, municipality of Cangas do Morrazo. It is considered one of the most important cruise ships in Galicia. His carving represents the most significant moments of human life, from creation to redemption. Almost the entire transept has a wall carved from a single piece of granite, apart from some freestanding carvings. Convento de San Francisco was built in the 14th century. It was declared a historical artistic monument in 1896. According to tradition, the convent was founded by Francisco de Assis, who stopped in Pontevedra while doing the Portuguese route of the Camino de Santiago. Basilica de Santa Maria Maior is located in the historic center of Pontevedra. It is one of the best examples of Galician Gothic, having been declared a site of tourist interest in 1931. It is located on top of a mound in the center of the city of Pontevedra, where there was already a small church, the first in Pontevedra, and at the end of the 15th century it was demolished and the new late Gothic construction began. Illa das Esculturas. The city of Pontevedra is bathed by the Lérez River, and at its mouth it forms a large river with two terraces that form an island in the middle that was previously known as Isla do Cobo, but has been renamed Isla das Esculturas. This island is made up of promenades, parks, bike lanes, and most importantly, hence its name, 12 different sculptures by contemporary artists scattered throughout the island. Carnaval de Cobres. The spirit of the people of the municipality of Vilanova has now allowed the well-known Entroido de Cobres to die, declaring it a festival of tourist interest in Galicia in 1999. It is believed that wealthy families dress up during Carnival days to tour the area. Single people wore their suits with pride and represent their relatives. These are the famous characters known as madamas and galanes, who file the streets with color. Plaza das Ferrerías. The Plaza das Ferrerías takes its name from the old forts that used to exist in the square's arcades. It is made up of the three squares. Most notably is the Fonte da Ferrería, in the middle of the Castro San Pedro Gardens, which was rebuilt on this site in 1930 after being removed from the center of the square in the 19th century. Praça da Leña. This square used to be used for selling wood, hence its name. It is surrounded by houses that are typical of the old part of the city, a highlight in the location and buildings that comprise the Provincial Archaeological Museum. The outstanding feature of the square is the cross from the 16th century in its center, which may have originally been located on the Brook Bridge. Praça do Teuco. The square was created in the 18th century. The square is made up of elegant aristocratic mansions. This was one of the most noble squares in the city, and even today it retains many of the aristocratic homes that surrounded it in the 17th and 18th centuries. In addition, this square is also a fine example of the rich heritage of Pontevedra. The house known as Gago y Montenegro on the northern side of the square is perhaps the outstanding example. Not only is the largest Praça da Verdura. The Praça da Verdura takes its name from the product sold there, including chestnuts and fruit. Today, its traditional vegetable market still takes place. The old traditional taverns can be seen under the arcades of the buildings. Praza Méndez Núñez. It is located in the capital of Pontevedra. The name of the square is taken from the house where Admiral Méndez Núñez lived. Formerly, it was known as Plaza das Galinhas because of the market that was held in the square. In fact, very close to the market, there is a monument that represents a woman feeding some chickens. Thanks for your attention. I hope you like it. See you soon. Kisses!